Whoa, wow, that was a weird way to start that. Okay, hello, this is Yahweasel. Let's play Minecraft through time. This is sort of a different kind of Minecraft Let's Play than you might see on other channels, and, well, we can start to see how just by the world I'm in right now and the fact that there's no sound and no music and no anything. This is, in fact, the earliest version of Minecraft you can run through the launcher whatsoever, and it's crap. Well, okay, that's not fair, but it's, you know, very much the pre-alpha, pre-anything, basic setup of the game kind of, meta game. It barely even counts as a game at this point. Anyway, so this is Minecraft RD something something something. It's the earliest version you can get in the launcher, and it's very primitive. But I will use it as a basis just to describe what I'm going to be doing in this Let's Play. So, basically, I wanted to do something different with a Minecraft Let's Play, and so I thought I would challenge myself to play through the whole version history of Minecraft itself. The launcher just recently added this feature, so you can actually play any version of Minecraft, and you can take your save files from one version of Minecraft and bring them over to the next. So this is pre-classic. It is as old as Minecraft gets, and the next version after that is Minecraft Classic. Minecraft Classic is where a lot of the features that I would say define it as Minecraft came to be, but it was still only creative mode, and it was still, you know, fairly primitive compared to what it was now. Then, a very brief period after that was Survival Mode Test. That's when that's when Notch, let's face it, very first added Survival Mode whatsoever. And that was sort of the end of the classical era, and after that it became a paid product. Now, after Survival Mode Test came the Alpha. And the Alpha, this was the beginnings of it, I'm sorry, wow, I'm skipping steps. After Survival Mode Test came two more stages before Alpha. First, there was InDev, and InDev was the first one that really starts to feel like modern Minecraft. It has, you know, survival mode, you can mine and craft and do all of the important things, but it was always limited. There was a limited map size, you couldn't make it any bigger. So after that came, came InfDev, and InfDev was very similar to InDev, but it added infinite maps, or, you know, notionally infinite maps, really. In practice, at some point you'll run out of hard disk space, but let's ignore that problem. So that was InfDev, and after InfDev matured for a little bit, we got Alpha. I'm trying to think of the major things that were added in each phase, and I'm not going to remember them because I hadn't played at this point. Alpha certainly sort of refined a lot of the features in InfDev. It probably added some things that will become very familiar when we get there, but I'm not precisely sure what they were. After Alpha came Beta, and in the Beta phase, this is actually when I started playing Minecraft. I started very, very early in the Beta phase, and this gained a lot of things that most people would say are just normal Minecraft now, such as the Hunger Bar, experience. I think that enchantments were done in the Beta phase. I think that fell in right near the end of the Beta phase. The Nether, I'm pretty sure, came in the Beta phase. I think the End came in the next phase. I'm not, you know, I don't have my version history down pat, but we'll figure it out as we go through the version, so I don't need to have it down pat. But that's the Beta phase, and this is actually where I started, and frankly, kind of where my brain is stuck with Minecraft, and that's part of the reason I want to do this. Because, of course, after the Beta phase, then came the actual release, then came Minecraft, and this is the game that they consider Minecraft, the real thing. This is where the game finally had a final boss and a conclusion. They added things like nether fortresses in this area, really did a lot of refinement on the map generation and that sort of thing. And this is sort of the final step that we're trying to get to. This is real Minecraft. But to work our way up to here, we're gonna have to start all the way down here. Frankly, you know, given that I'm in this version. I'm somewhere like here. I'm down. I'm way down. I'm not even, you know, I can't call myself infdev yet. Certainly not infdev, not indev. I'm here. This is where we're starting. But very soon we will work our, well, not very soon, but soon we will work our way forwards and start to see this behave like Minecraft. Now, for the most part, I'm probably going to have one version per episode. This version is a little bit simplistic to take an entire episode, so let's move on to a later version immediately, shall we? Okay, so here we are in the latest pre-classic version of Minecraft. Pre-classic, when you're talking about the pre-classical era of anything, that's gotta be old, right? But anyway, here we are in the latest pre-classic version of Minecraft. Big addition here, we actually have some terrain generation. More horrifying addition is all of these little guys that run around like complete lunatics. So this is when they were just starting to test out having mobs, and the mobs they put in were these guys, and boy, they have some issues. I'm not sure what to make of that. Okay, no, don't touch me, guy. Okay. That was horrifying. But we also have terrain generation, so that's good. And we have a few particle effects when you destroy blocks. That's nice. It's still creative mode, of course. How do I change which block I'm doing? Is it... There we go. So I can use 1, 2, 3, etc. to change blocks. We actually have a fair number of options at our disposal. This is weird. 4 and 5 seem to be the same thing, but 6 is a sapling, so that's something. I can make saplings. I assume they probably won't... they probably won't grow, and also you can stack them into mega saplings. That's always fun. Ah, here we go. Oh, the fun of creative mode. Yes, this is how trees work. Oh well, so in the latest pre-classic version, it's starting to look like a game, right? It's starting to look like something. We can build real blocks, or at least, you know, a few. We can't, well, I can still trap myself in the middle of a block and glitch out the rendering. That's always fun. And there's actually terrain, and we can sort of dig in and see that, well, there's really nothing much to the terrain inside. There are no caves or anything. But, you know, at least it has some mountains for us. We can do something. One can imagine, actually, sort of building something interesting in this world. You could, for example, build a little hut, like so. Gonna put up some walls. Make it 3 high, because that's how I roll. Maybe make the roof made of stone. And there we go. I think I've accomplished more or less everything you can do in the latest pre-classic version. But, you know, at least we built something. Looks great. It's a thing. And I should mention at this point, so I am going to try to preserve the levels that I use in this game all the way through to the latest version of Minecraft. That does not include these pre-classic and classic levels, because these are in creative mode, so that would be kind of unfair. I could just, you know, start however I want to and build myself a massive thing that would help me later in cheaty ways. So, let's not do that. But once we get past classic, then I'll start trying to preserve levels between them. Okay, so here is pre-classic. Finished doing everything we can here, so let's jump ahead once more to Minecraft Classic. Okay, we are flying through these early versions. Major advancement you can see already is that in this version, we have a game menu, and if you resize your window to, say, 1280 by 720, something good for recording, then you get these big blue bars at the edge. So welcome to the future! Yes! Another advancement is we actually have the version number here, so this is the latest version of Minecraft Creative. I decided... Creative, it didn't, I don't need to see every version in between. I want to get to the survival mode stuff. So, we skipped right through to the latest version of Creative, which is 0.30, just to see sort of what was added in the interim. Important things that were added are music and sound. Unfortunately, due to sort of bit rot, those don't actually work anymore, but they were once in the game, in creative. Basically, my understanding is that the music and sound comes from a web server run by Mojang, and they no longer run that web server, and thus we have no music and sound. But, oh well, notionally, we could have music and sound, we just don't happen to. But that's fine, we still have a game menu, that's nice, we can generate a new level, and we can even save and load, or at least we can in theory. So, that's all fine and dandy, let's see what else has been added. Well, we have a menu at the bottom, that's nice, so we actually have some choices, and we can build things out of, say, brick, which is great. I can build myself a nice little brick hut of exactly the same quality as the extremely crummy hut I built before. Still gonna make it 3 high, because, you know, 3 meters is the appropriate height for a hut, right? I'm gonna put something stupid there, because I wasn't paying the right amount of attention. I'm gonna give it a glass ceiling, because I'm just so classy like that. There we go! The glass ceiling. And we can even do something like this, and give it a stoop. Strangely, I think, these half blocks aren't going to make their return for quite some time. They exist in this version, but it'll be a while before they exist again. Not sure why that is. Perhaps I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain that the half blocks vanished for a long time, because I don't think they existed when I started playing. But anyway, they seem to exist in this version, so that's interesting. And we can build things like this. Perhaps most importantly, they have removed the extremely creepy people wandering about that didn't have any real intelligence and flailed their arms like madmen. So that's nice. We're living in a slightly more civilized version of the game. But let's see if we still have this feature. Yep, we can dig real quickly. Oh, looks like there was an actual cave up there. Maybe they generate caves now, kind of. Well, that's a pretty disappointing cave. There's some iron. That's interesting, since we don't have crafting, so iron isn't useful. You can see how they were trying to build something here. They had an idea in mind, and they were really, you know, focusing on making a real game, because, hey, now we've got iron available. If you imagine crafting on top of that, we could build interesting things. There's some iron over here, but I guess our cave is still pretty disappointing. Anyway, the feature I wanted to check for, we saw some coal fly by over there, was lava! Super! Well, that was not actually the feature I wanted to test for. Good thing this is creative mode, so I can swim in lava perfectly safely. God, how much lava is there? Is the entire bottom of the map just lava? Darn, I was gonna try to dig down to, you know, fall through the world. But it seems like the entire bottom of the map is lava. Well, that's a good way to end our experiences with creative mode. Okay, let's swim in lava! Huzzah! So, when we come back in just a second, we'll be looking at the very, very beginning of survival mode. And survival mode, I think, that's vital to the game. That's part of what makes Minecraft Minecraft. So hopefully we can have some fun with that. And here we are, the very first testing version of Minecraft Survival Mode. Obvious additions would be the score up here. It's still 0.30. They didn't consider it a new version. We have an arrow count, so arrows weren't really an item in your inventory just yet. Can I get to my inventory? No, but I can shoot. I tried to press tab to get to my inventory. I was just trying all of the likely keys. And apparently that's how you shoot arrows. That's a good thing to figure out. Oops, now I have 0 arrows. Let's generate new levels so we get new arrows. I assume normal is the default. There we go, 20 arrows again. And we have some actual monsters. Well, look at that. It's survival mode. It's zombies! Die, zombie! Oh god, creepers! No, 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 creeper! Stay away! I don't like creepers. Zombies I can deal with! Oh god, can't I deal with them? I think I can deal with them! No! No, this would be a really, really pathetic first death in Minecraft! Okay, that was fast. I have 3 hearts. I'm gonna build myself a protective, there we go. A protective stack of TNT, because that's how I roll. There we go. I'm going to hide up here from all of the baddies, And we can see that I've defeated some enemies. I got a score of 360. I don't think there are skeletons in this version of the game, so I'm fairly certain that we've seen all of the enemies that there are, and that means we've seen pretty much everything this version has to offer. It's very important. They introduced survival in this version, but, you know, we'll see a lot of survival after this, so I don't think we need to focus too much on this particular version. And besides, this is holding us back, right? This is on the cusp. The next version is in dev, and that was the first real version of Minecraft. So, I think that's a good place to end this episode. Here in Minecraft Survival Test. FYI, if I at all can manage, I will be preserving this map, but it'll have to come back in InfDev, because InDev has a limited map size and you can't just combine together multiple maps. So I'll load that in, back in after I finish InDev. We'll be looking at InDev next time. Probably we'll finish InDev in one episode as well. It'll be Alpha and Beta and the release that really take a lot of episodes to do. So until then, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like below. Cheers from Yahweasel.